Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Stella Sora. In the last part, we did the new story stuff with chapter 6, I think it was chapter 7, with Chitose in the gang. We left that off with a bit of a cliffhanger. So what a way to celebrate a cliffhanger than another story event, another event story. This time featuring Miss Firefly. Not the Firefly you're probably thinking about, but another iteration of Firefly. We saw her during the Christmas event with Laru. So, and now she's back. And like I mentioned before, when I did the story stuff, I did pull for Firefly. Wait, was Firefly released at that point? I don't think she was. I did pull for Firefly if I didn't mention it previously. So I did get her. She's right there. Somewhere. Where you at, Firefly? Right there. I did get her. Got her leveled up, obviously. I also got her disc as well. I need to start leveling my discs. But I did get her disc, which is somewhere. Right there. I did get it, so I got that. So yeah, I got Firefly. I have every single tracker so far, and I'm gonna continue that trend. I'm not gonna fall behind truckers in this game if I can avoid it. But yeah, we got a new event story we gotta do with Firefly. So let's check it out, shall we? We got 9 stages, so we'll go with like maybe 4 or 5, and then we'll all go through at least 5, and we'll do the battle stage next time and continue the rest. So let's check this out, see what this is about. Finally! Made it. Oops. This time, the client told me to meet them beneath Emor's monolith. Sure, they did not expect me to climb it, right? Since this commission supposedly doesn't involve any fighting, I came alone. Still, the fact that they specifically told me to come by myself feels a little strange. After all, the one who got me this job was... Oh god. Oh, hi, Cecila. Sorry to keep you waiting. So, what did you need from me? What's that look on your face? You look like a little you look like a little lab rat that's resigned to its fate. If you're really not feeling well, I could give you a full body examination first. No, that's really unnecessary. No need for all that. Not today. Then you can relax. I didn't call you here to help with my research today. Really? Of course, though I could always change my mind on the spot. There's no test subject more appealing to me than you. No thanks. Just get to the point already. It's not an experiment. Do you have a commission for me? That's right. More precisely, it's from an old friend of mine. She once saved my life. Literally. Your friend. Is she a doctor too? A doctor, more or less. She went to the same university as I did. Her name was Igna. I remember her. Igna? Have you heard of the Eye of Grace tyrant? The Eye of Grace. If I remember right, it's an academic research institute under the Grace Imperium, right? So you do know. Igna currently works there, and apparently the project she's been handling lately is short on people. For certain reasons, I'm still not in position to stroll openly through the streets of Emor City. So I recommended you to her instead. A research project, but I don't have any professional medical background. Big project always ends up outsourcing. So I'm basically the Tim who's gonna get blamed if anything else goes wrong? When I think of capable, well-read people, you're the first one who comes to mind. Though I do get the feeling that she never intended to ask me in the first place. What she actually asked was whether I knew anyone who she could bring in to help. I doubt I was ever under consideration. So I mentioned you to her just to test the waters, and she immediately got very excited. She told me she absolutely had to work with you. Did you know each other? I don't think I've ever met. Seems that your fame precedes you then, Tyrant. I just never expected so many people to recognize your worth. Yeah, here I am, wishing I could keep you all to myself. Coming from you, that somehow doesn't make me happy. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Don't tell me this friend of yours is also one of those. Don't worry, she's not a mad scientist. At the very least, she's not the kind who'd want to strap you to an examination table and experiment on you. That's assuring. Still, you should probably watch out. Maybe she's just hiding her obsession behind a respectable facade. I've known her for a long time, but even now, I still have no idea what's real in her mind. So she is actually normal. Is she actually normal or not? Never mind. Back to the point. What exactly is this commission about? That, I have absolutely no idea. Huh? You're hiring me for a commission that you don't know anything about. I don't know if I'd take this job. Apparently it involves confidentiality. She said she would explain the details in person. But she did explicitly say that there won't be any combat involved, so you don't need to worry about that. Well, will you take it? There's no fighting involved, and I should be okay going along, I guess. It's Firefly! Looks like someone's here. Is that the client? No. Doesn't look like an adult. Is that a lost kid? Flowers. Pretty. Take photo. Huh? That straight hair looks strange and familiar. I remember that. Hey, nice callback. I see. So your wish wasn't about gifts, was it? No. Okay, then what is your wish? I wish for a friend to play with. Is this the little girl who I ran during the Snow Wish Festival? She wants to go inside the mall to play again? Firefly, it's me. Do you remember me? Whoa! She's very happy. Oh, she's taking pictures. Another one. She's so excited. She doesn't seem to have noticed me. Still, that's a relief. At least she doesn't go into the monolith. First time we met, she was running all over the monolith chasing steroids. Honestly, seeing her with a normal hobby like this is a huge relief. Is she by herself? Where's her guardian? Hello. Hello, Igna. Excuse me, are you the one that we call Tyrant? Nice to meet you. I'm Igna from the Eye of Grace. You're my client? Yes, it's an honor to meet you. Over here too. So excited. Looked like you were about to speak that child. Do you know Firefly? Yes, we met once before. I see. What an unexpected coincidence. If you don't mind, could you tell me in detail about that meeting? No problem, I guess. That's weird. Aren't we going to talk about the commission? Oops. Later, we went into the monolith together and fought steroids. Anyway, I kinda helped Firefly make her wish come true. And that's basically it. I see. So there was a whole episode like that during the Snow Wish Festival. It seems like I really did ask the right person for this commission. One thing I really like about this game is the fact that they do callbacks to like event stories in like the main quests or even in other event stories like this, calling back to the Snow Wish Festival. Or like during the main story, they have callbacks to the actual like Nova Time stories. That's one of the things I really like about how they handle the story in this game. I mean, Blue Archive. I mean, I don't know if they ever even do callbacks to event stories. At least not that I remember. I know that there were some event stories that had continuations to them, but I don't think they've ever had like a direct callback in like a main story. In like a main story quest. Or any other events for that matter, but I don't remember. Blue Archive has had so many events, I can't keep track of them all. But yeah, I really like how they do callbacks to previous event stories and Nova Time stories. What do you mean by that? I mean that since you already have experience with her, there's clearly no one more suitable for this job than you. The commission is this. I'd like you to look after Firefly for a while. That's it? That's it? Well, it's not as simple as it sounds. Imagine you've already noticed to some extent that Firefly grew up in a very unusual environment. Because of that, there are many ways in which she differs from ordinary children. In other words, her sense of what is normal is a little different. Getting her to behave and listen to me can be quite a headache. And that is precisely why I'm asking this of you. Since the two of you already know each other, you really are a very good fit. I see. If that's all the commission is, I should be able to handle it on my own. Understood? I'll take the job. Come to think of it, Firefly once mentioned she had a mentor. Would that be you? No, that's someone else. You'll be meeting her soon enough. I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave Firefly in your care for now. Once she's had her fill of fun, please take her back to her home in Amore. To explain the commission, Igna gave me Firefly's address and told me that we're next meet, then hurried off. She's a mystery, alright. Photo film! Firefly, do you remember me? Hmm? I do. We played together during the Snowish Festival. You are... Tyrant. I'm honored that you remembered me. I'll be keeping you company for a while. Hope we'll have a great time together. Really? Tyrant, you're gonna stay with me the whole time? How long is the whole time exactly? Well, at least until I take you home, I'll stay with you. Okay. Phew, looks like she's fine with me being around. By the way, you're taking a picture of a hobby of yours, Firefly. Hobby? What's that? I gotta start from there? Let me think. Hobby is something that make you so happy you lose track of time. Happy? I know. I press this button. It goes click click, then I'm happy. Taking pictures makes me happy too. When I can look at the same thing again, look at the pictures makes me happy. I see. And this definitely counts as your hobby. Okay. My hobby. Gotcha! Ugh. Come on, guys, make it harder for me. You run, I chase. So much fun. Compared to hunting steroids, this is a much healthier hobby. Firefly, can I see the pictures you took? The pictures? They're gone. They won't come out anymore. Won't come out? Can I take a look at your photo capture? Here. It broken? No, it's not broken. It's just out of film. Do you have any extra film? No, I don't have. I just gave the picture to the professor. Professor goes click-clack with it, and the picture has to come out. Sounds like this professor has been loading the film for her every time. But she's been super busy. If I go ask her again, I'll be in trouble. This film stuff isn't easy to buy outright. Wishing for it at the mall might actually be more realistic. Wishing? Yeah, there's this wishing box that appears inside the monolith. You recite a prayer, give up some of your memories as the price, and then in return, you can retain an artifact. That's what truckers do. Maybe the film for this capture originally came from the wishing box too. If I have film, then I can take pictures. I want film. Hey, wait! What are you doing? Go into the monolith. Find the wishing box. Tyrant, together. Wait! Hey, the monolith isn't the kind of place you just walk into. Hey, wait, Firefly? Too bad. Too late. You shouldn't have brought it up. Director Igna, it's been a while. Oh, it's you. How unusual to see you outside the lab. What are you doing in a place like this? There was something I needed to discuss with you. No, I didn't expect to run into Firefly here. Forgive my bluntness, but are you planning to let that test subject roam free? Such a valuable sample and you don't assign any staff to monitor her. You're just to let her wander around outside alone. If one of my subordinates were negligent, we'd be fired. No. A relaxed living environment and moderate contact with other people both are beneficial to her development. The experimental data have already proven that. When it comes to a weapon, words alone will prove nothing. Only live testing results can provide trust and stability. To be frank, you should have never got involved in this in the first place. After all, from the very beginning, this was never your project. And on top of that, you even let an outsider in on it. What exactly do you think your research is? If I hadn't stepped in, this project would have been long terminated. Before speaking so bluntly, I suggest you remember your position. If things had proceeded according to the original plan, all your little secrets would have been exposed already. Hardly an ideal outcome for you, right? Seems there's no room for compromise. Let me get to the point. After an internal review, we've decided to accelerate the project. If we can't observe the clearer progress or improve metrics in the near future, we'll have no choice but to take stronger measures. You have now been informed in advance. Is that a threat? No, just a friendly reminder. It's a friendly threat. Firefly, wait, shouldn't we let Igna know first? It's okay, we'll be over soon. That's not the point! Before you do something, you report it first. That's a matter of basic protocol. I'm just a kid. Can't understand this and that. Then let me give you a reminder as well. What happens next will go far beyond your limited imagination. Just now, I acquired my trump card. Your trump card? Don't tell me that tracker from earlier. What was that exactly? My goodwill has its limits. I have no obligation to tell you anything more. Be careful. And this isn't a reminder. It's advice. If you don't want to keep making fools of yourselves, suggest you sit back and watch. Oh. Whoop. So we ended up coming in after all. I can float and glide through the air when I hold Firefly's hand. How does this even work? Is it because of this? Film. Where? Well, now that we're here. If you want to get film, the first thing we need to do is find the wishing box. Wishing box. Where? Oops. There probably isn't any on the ground floor. We'll need to clear out the cellars and try luck on the higher levels. Roar! Stellaroids! No time to play today. Bye-bye. Huh. Slaughtered them. Done. The steroids were wiped out in an instant. Let's go, Tyrant. Wait, that was too fast! Don't you need to catch your breath at all? More of them? Hi, Fly. I know you're in a hurry, but could you maybe be a little more careful? Here. Ugh. Avalanche. Activate beatdown mode. I won. Let's go. Next floor. Lost for words. You seem to be in a hurry. Something happened. I have to get back before Professor notices. I entered Monolith, but didn't ask. So if they find out you snuck off on your own, you get scolded? I don't want her to not like me. Not like you? We're here. Huge room. That's the wishing box. But no toys here. We made it, Firefly. Look, the wishing box. That is what we came here for. Yay, found it. Tyrant, how do I get film? Don't worry, Firefly. I'll make a wish for you. Nah, Tyrant, you really are very, very nice. It's so kind to me, too. The Guardian. Finally heading back. Let's hope we don't run into any more trouble. Snap. Snap. Taking pictures. Firefly's hobby. Happy. Glad you're having fun, but keep an eye on your film, okay? We went through a lot to get that film. It'd be a shame to reuse it all up all at once. Use it up? Uh-huh. You use it already? Snap, snap? No more pictures. Sorry, I should have said it sooner. Go back into the monolith? You can't. We snuck into the monolith to begin with, so we need to head back today. Besides, you don't want Professor to worry, do you? Firefly? What's wrong? I can feel it. Professor's nearby. Her antenna here is so active. Wait, Firefly? Not active, expressive. Professor! Firefly! Honestly, where'd you run off to? I've been you're looking everywhere. I was taking pictures. You know lying is wrong. I searched everywhere before finding you here. Not lying, I really did take pictures. You did you? Oh, I see. You're doing something else too, weren't you? I don't know. Tell me the truth. We went inside the monolith. I figured. Didn't we agree? No going to the monolith without permission. I'm sorry. Excuse me, I know this is sudden, but may I say a few words? Firefly had a good reason for going inside. And you are... Stella, CEO of Boss Accord. Igna asked me to look after Firefly. I see. You're the one Igna mentioned. I should introduce myself too. I'm Canis, Firefly's guardian, and professor at Great Slide Academy. Great Slide Academy? Igna filled me in on you. Though she kept it brief, it was more of a one-sided notice. Igna was just as concise and brief on me on the job. It's not her usual style. I know it was her call, but handing Firefly over to a complete stranger worried me. Professor, don't be mean to Tyrant. Firefly? Tyrant is nice to me. We even play together. Apologies for my bluntness. Her situation is complicated, but if she's defending you, you must be trustworthy. Since you brought it up, please explain something for me. Why did you shoot into the monolith? Firefly ran out of film for her photo capture. We went to wish for more. Not that excuse us sneaking in, of course. We both owe you an apology. For what it's worth, she only did it to avoid troubling you. I see. I'm sorry, Firefly. I've been swamped lately and completely forgot about your film. Not Professor's fault. It's film's fault. It ran out too fast. Alright, nobody's to blame. Let's drop it. Nay. Like mother, like daughter. It's like mother-daughter, almost. She must have been a handful. Don't sweat it, it's part of the job. I appreciate it. Actually, hearing her call you Tyrant rings a bell. She mentioned you before. You kept her company during the Snowwish Festival, didn't you? Thank you. She had a wonderful time. Playing with Tyrant is fun. That means Tyrant is a good person. You still have a way of winning people over. You're a perfect fit. Another thing I really like about these games, about the how they present the story, is even though the characters, you know, they don't actually like, you know, they're not like free moving. They animate them, whether it's, you know, showing like they're like bouncing or like they get excited, like you know, they kind of like pop in, pop out, like what she did. It kind of gives them more, makes them more, I don't know, more real. If that's how I want to describe it. It's more. It gives them more of a real vibe than compared to like Blue Archive. So that's one thing that this game does a little bit better than Blue Archive is how they you know, present the stories and the characters. Was that a compliment? Igna had her reasons for sending you here. That's a conversation for later. Let's get back to campus before dark. So this is the Gracelight Academy, the largest and most prestigious school in Nova. It's every scholar's dream to study here. I think Minova and I sat on a lecture here once. Iris always dreamed of being seen as a sanctuary of knowledge. I believe Ferenz went to school here too. I've never spent a day as a student, but here I am on campus again. Professor Canis, do you have a second? I have a few questions. The fact that this character has eyes and, like, a decent-looking model tells me that she's going to be a named character at some point, compared to the faceless, eyeless characters like Pink-haired Girl. Professor, I'm still stuck on that paper you reviewed. Could you go over it again? Sorry, I'm tied up at the moment. I have a guest today. You can go over your questions after class tomorrow. Got it. See you tomorrow, Professor. Your students certainly love you, Professor. I appreciate the compliment. I do try to be a good professor, but it's costing me my sleep. Professor never sleeps. Lately, she went from busy to super busy. I'm stretched a bit thin lately. It's starting to affect my actual work. You're a lifesaver for taking Igna's commission. Please have a seat. We need to talk. Firefly, go play over there for a bit, okay? Sus and I have something important to discuss. Okay. Where's she off to? Her room. I blocked off an area where she can run wild. Right now, it's a disaster zone. Photos, snacks, toys everywhere. I'm afraid I'll have to ask for your help to clean that up too. Not a problem. You're so reliable. Should have brought you on board sooner. Oops. Alright, back to business. You got questions written all over your face. Ask away. I'll answer whatever I can. To be honest, except for the commission details, it didn't give me nothing else. She didn't mention her connection to you or to Firefly. I'm completely in the dark here. And also, you run, I chase. So much fun. She treats steroids like chew toys. It makes absolutely no sense. Even veteran truckers can't do that. Tell me what's going on with Firefly. Whatever you're allowed to share. All I know is our combat skills and personality are unconventional. Before I answer that, how much do you know about Ignis' line of work? The friend who introduced me to this commission mentioned that she's a researcher to the Eye of Grace, supposedly running some kind of research project. More or less. We're technically colleagues under the Grace Imperium, but she handles the core projects. Meanwhile, I'm but an ordinary teacher. Colleagues or not, we live in different worlds. Our paths should never have crossed. Right now, we're working together to protect Firefly, to free her from the Eye of Grace's control. Protect her? Free her? What do you mean? So, since you're going to be spending more time with Firefly, there's no point keeping you in the dark. I'll give it to you straight. The truth is, Firefly used to be an experimental weapon for the Eye of Grace. Oh. Firefly was an experimental weapon for the Eye of Grace? It was about a year ago. I was investigating the monolith alone when I stumbled across her. Oops. At first I thought she was a lost kid who'd wander inside. I was about to escort her out, but soon I realized something was wrong. She was chasing steroids around like it was a game of tag. Happy. This is fun. Huh. Over here. Oop. Who are you? Hey, how did an outsider get in here? Probably just a trucker trying to climb the monolith. The interior layout shifts, even with the entrance seal. A few rats always slip through. Hey, this is the Gross Imperium testing ground. Unauthorized personnel need to clear out, you hear me? Testing? It's not a monolith? And that little girl. That encounter ignited my curiosity as a scholar. I started keeping an eye on her. I launched a quiet investigation, pulling every string from the university days to source intel on the Eye of Grace. What I eventually unearthed was Project Firefly. Project Firefly? A Black Ops program inside the Eye of Grace. They were trying to build a super weapon, but the resulting power was too massive to control. To anchor that power, they needed a specific kind of test subject. A child with a pure mind and unbreakable psyche. They burned through a fortune scouring the Novan continent for the perfect candidate. And guess who they found? Forget it. Pull the plug in today's run. Anything? The telemetry is all over the place. Run the numbers back at the lab, but don't hold your breath. Firefly, any physical changes? I'll give it a rest. If asking the subject actually worked, they wouldn't have needed to pay us. This way, we're all getting the axe anyway. When was the last time her output actually spiked? The day she took an interest in the monitors, I think. We even gave her a photo capture to play with. But that peak only lasted a few days before plummeting right back to baseline. We tried giving her other toys after that. But well, you saw what happened. Dang it. What are we supposed to put in a report? If we keep stalling in deliverables, but the board is going to... Wait, someone's coming. Is that Director Igna? Internal investigations? What's she doing down here? We're on the offices you're burning through funds on a fascinating little project. Handing them a super weapon would certainly make you untouchable here. Shame on recent audits suggest you're nowhere near close to pulling it off. If you don't mind, perhaps I could put in a good word for the higher-ups. Can't believe they had experience like that running. When I've gathered, the procedures weren't physically harmful, but the psychological toll was devastating. They can call her the perfect vessel they want, but at the end of the day, she was still just a kid. Locked in a lab all day before she could even form a sense of self. It completely warped her personality. Back then, Firefly was more machine than human. Or rather, she tried to kill her own emotions and become one, just to survive. Children learn how the world works from the adults around them. If she hadn't shut down entirely, she would have lost her mind. Oops. She would have lost her mind. Why was she the only one trapped there and had to suffer alone every single day? How was a child supposed to process that? Especially when no one would give her an answer. It's horrific. It was. The whole experiment was inhumane. Betrayal of everything the scholar stands for. I couldn't look the other way. Once I just got uncovered the truth, I marched straight into her lab and just shut it down. Looking back, it was a reckless move. But luckily it didn't end in a disaster. Because Igna stepped in. Right. Let that child go, now! Who are you? This is a restricted lab, unauthorized personnel. What is security doing? Throw her out! Stand down. She's my guest. What? Director Igna, what's going on? Seeing as I'm taking full control of Project Firefly today, what happens to the test subject is entirely up to me. What? That's absurd! I've already briefed the higher-ups in your project's progress. Management values this initiative, so much so they sent me to clean up your mess. Here's a transfer order, signed and stamped. That's impossible! Let me see that. It's real. How is this possible? But this is our research, our life's work. You can't just steal it. Complain all you want, your whine changes nothing. It's just how the rules work. If you can't create value, you're no better than a hen that won't lay. But don't worry, you did manage one egg. I'll take it from here and hatch it. You're an absolute thief! Have no shame as a scholar! Professor Canis, ignore the tantrums. Just do what you came here to do. Right. Understood. You're welcome. I simply see potential in you. Let's hope you can get this stalled project moving again. You're not like these stubborn fools. A true researcher embraces the unknown, right? Oh. Who's there? Sorry to wake you. I'm Canis, the professor at Greystone Academy. Professor? Think of it as a teacher. A teacher? I'm here to get you out of this place. Do you want to come with me? I don't understand. Is this a new order? That's how Firefly and I first met. Igna and I pulled Firefly out of that lab, hoping to give her a normal life. I handled her living in Scotland schooling. Igna acts as our backup, keeping the eye of Grace off our backs. Firefly still is going in for regular testing, but her life is much more normal now. Her numbers climbed steadily for a while before they flatlined again. Did something happen? No, nothing. And that's the problem. A safe environment alone isn't enough to fix everything. Igna thinks Firefly is subconsciously holding back. Her past trauma is capping her progress. Her lack of emotion has become the biggest bottleneck for the experiment. I've heard magic is tied to the user's emotions. Exactly. That's the basis for Igna's theory. Right or wrong, if she stays stuck like this, sooner or later, they'll take her back? Yes. The only reason we've kept her out this long is by pretending we're still advancing in research. I want her to grow up healthy, like a normal kid. I'm racking my brain trying to help open her up. And then, it hit me. The only place Firefly feels happy is inside the monolith, surrounded by danger. Back then, field tests in the monolith were her only escape from the lab. No painful experiments. To Firefly, fighting Stella was her only free time. That's heartbreaking. So during the Snowish Festival, when she dragged Lara and me into the monolith, she was trying to relax in the way she knew how. Wait, doesn't Firefly love taking pictures? Couldn't that help her open up? If you can get her to stop bearing her emotions, her numbers should go back up, right? I'm ashamed to admit, but as her guardian, I only realized this recently. I knew she liked to capture her back in the lab, but I figured it was a fluke. Just a kid staring at a shiny new toy. But recently I watched her snapping photos of the scenery, and she actually looked happy. I think, or at least I want to believe, that it's a sign of healing. I regret missing the signs until now. That's alright, we still have time. You're right, especially with a capable assistant by my side. I suspected already. My company alone isn't enough to help her grow. I may be a teacher to her now, but I'm still far from becoming her friend. Besides, my work leaves me barely any time for her. That's why I need a favor, Stella. Will you be Firefly's friend? Me? You're the only other grown-up she lets in. She trusts you. And what about Laru? I think she should open up to Laru. I see. So your wish wasn't about gifts, was it? No. Okay, then what is your wish? I wish for a friend to play with. I had no idea back then. I didn't expect such a simple wish for having a friend to mean the world to her. Things look bleak, which is why I need you. Everything we do is for Firefly. When you put it like that, there is no reason for me to refuse. I'm more than happy to be your friend. Thank you, Stella. What a relief. I can finally sleep well tonight. Oh, well, Lara. I think she opened up to Lara, which is fine. When you put it like that, no reason to refuse. I'm more than happy to be your friend. Yeah, I remember that once. Firefly, when did you get here? Just now. Get bored of playing by yourself? Mm-hmm. I want to be with you too. She'd probably hurt us. Wonder how she feels about it. Better ask her directly. Hey, Firefly. Do you remember your wish from the last year's Snowish Festival? Hmm? I wanted a friend. That's right. Well, how would you feel about me being your friend? Really? Tyra, you want to be my friend? I'd love to, if you'll have me. Wow, Tyra and I are friends. That's wonderful. What is it? Professor, you seem tired. You haven't smiled in a long time. Some professor I am. Now I have you worrying about me. I owe you an Igna. With you here, I can finally catch my breath. Glad I could help. Of all the times to call. Huh. Hello? Igna. This is a surprise. You never called me first. What's wrong? Give me the details. Wait, what? Those power-hungry frauds! They don't deserve to call themselves researchers. Oh, understood. I'm on my way. We'll talk when I get there. That doesn't sound good. Sorry, you two. An emergency came up. I had to leave for a while. A while? How long? A few days, probably. I'll have to cancel this lecture I promised my students. What happened? We got trouble. Firefly, give us a minute. We need to discuss work. Got it. Cecil, let's talk somewhere private. Is it that Igna? What's going on? Where do I even begin? The lab's trying to regain control of the project. They want Firefly back. This is our worst case scenario. Are they using her bottleneck as an excuse? Yes. But they exaggerated in their reports to the higher-ups and acted on their own. She's just an object to them. They don't care how she feels. How can I help? Ignis and I are handling the lab. I need you to watch Firefly for me. The rules I give her, like never entering the monolith alone, are meant to keep her out of trouble. But she's in your hands now. You call the shots. Trust your judgment and do what you think is best. No problem, I promise to do my best. Professor? I think she heard us. That's fine, she understands more than she lets on. I need to go, Firefly. Make sure you do listen to Tyrant, okay? Got it. I could talk a big game about doing my best. What am I supposed to do now? Tyrant, I'm here. Huh? What's with the outfit? Pajamas from Professor. Sherlock pajamas? They look cute on you. Because Sherlock is cute. I have photos and dolls too. Want to take a look while we wait? Eat Professor snacks? Oh, and no rush. Take your time. You can hang out until bedtime. Looks like your photo capture's out of film. What else do you do for fun? Drawing. Professor shows me how to draw and write. Professor says to start by getting to know yourself. She draws me and I draw her. So, portraits. That sounds like a lot like taking photos. Drawings, Ian and Canis. I'd love to see them. Is that a bunny? Why is it wearing an eye patch? Not a bunny. It's Professor's drawing of me. And the eye patch? Not my eye got injured. Professor says it looked cool this way. I see. She drew it the way that she make her feel better. I have to agree. It's cool but cute too. Great drawing. What does your drawing of Professor look like? Oh god. This one. This kind of looks pretty fierce. Professor's getting mad after my prank. But drawing is hard. I'm bad at it. Girl, you and me both. I think you're a natural. Art is all about capturing a feeling and you nailed it. Really? Would I lie to you? Hey, why don't we draw something together? Okay. It's been 2 days since Candace left. Firefly and I are getting pretty close. No major disasters either. Not to brag, but we're basically best buds at this point. Yet, do we naturally click? Or am I secretly a babysitting prodigy? Still, Candace's total radio silence is starting to worry me. Firefly has got to be getting anxious with her gone this long. Alright, Firefly, what should we play today? Tyrant. Wanna draw some more? Or we can play with the toys. I wanna see Professor. I'm sorry, I don't know where Candace is either. I can't reach her phone. Huh? She doesn't answer my texts either. I hope nothing happened. Hey, Firefly, wanna go out for a bit? We could take some photos. But I'm out of film. We'll go to the mall and wish for more. But Professor said I can't go in alone. She said that because if something happened, no one would be there to help you. I'm not much of a fighter, but I can watch your back and get us out safely if things go wrong. I'll explain everything to her later. What do you say? Yes! Alright, let's go. Roar! Did you miss me? Let's play. I'll never get used to how strong she is. She comes alive inside the monolith. It's like a playground to her. Now you're having fun playing the Stellaroids? Yeah. Did you play the Stellaroids before you lived in Canis? Yeah, before I only got to go outside one day a month. I got to fly around and play with all sorts of things. The grown-ups called it comment raining. I don't know what that means. Did she mean combat training? I don't like the experiments. My head hurts. I always feel sick. But finding steroids doesn't hurt. It's fun. I see. The more I hear, the sicker it makes me. Treating an innocent child like a lab rat. It's unforgivable. I honestly can relate. Tyra's my friend. Nobody hurts her. Phew, scared me. Tyra, are you okay? I'm fine. Got careless. Thought you already wiped them all out. That's weird. It feels different today. There are way too many toys. Oh. Stop! Somebody help me! Somebody's not calling for help? A trekker? Firefly, let's go check it out. Got it. We're flying away. Hey, wait for me! A helping hand. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here. When we come back, we'll do the battle phase. Then we'll check out the rest of the events. Hopefully, by the end of this event, we can stick it to the Eye of Grace, because this is kind of fucked up. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.